Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nyan Leadership's meditation series. Today's meditation is on self-compassion and forgiving yourself. I want to start by asking you all to get comfortable, and please do not operate any vehicles or machinery while listening to this meditation. Be somewhere where you can close your eyes safely and completely relax, and let everything else fade away for about 10 minutes. As far as your mind goes, don't try to silence your mind. Don't try to completely block out everything else that you're thinking. The goal of this is not to completely quiet your mind. Instead, the goal is to notice where your mind goes. Let it go where it goes. Don't try to control it. It's going there for a reason. A big part of this is trusting yourself and then noticing where your mind goes as we talk about different things. And as you think of different things, what it connects to next. As you relax, take a deep breath in for a count of 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time in for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue to go on that same cadence and maintain your own count as we go. Breathing a little more naturally, but making sure that you hold it. As you breathe, feel your body relaxing, starting with your feet, your toes, up to your legs and knees. Feel your fingertips. You may feel a tingling of some sort. Going up to your elbows, everything slowly relaxing. Feel your shoulders and your neck. Feel completely supported by the chair or the bed or whatever you're lying down or sitting down on. Understand that you are completely supported and you're safe. As we talk now, I want you to think about the last 24 hours. Think about one thing that you could have done better. It could be something very insignificant or something extremely significant. The point is to let your brain go there. You can say it out loud or you can just let it sit in your head. Either one is fine. But regardless of the outcome, ask yourself these questions. Did you act reasonably? Did you act using all of the information that you had available to you? And did you act intentionally and authentically? And by that I mean, did you act in line with your values and your character? Looking back now, how would you handle it differently? How will you plan to handle it next time? Allow yourself to breathe. Don't forget to breathe in for the count of 7. Hold it for a count of 8. And breathe out through your mouth for a count of 4. Now again, considering the last 24 hours, think about 3 things that you appreciate, whether they're internal to yourself or external out in the world, but things that are part of your life. What are 3 things that you're thankful for or appreciate in your life? What are 3 things that you did in the last 24 hours that you're proud of? Things that you personally did, that you look back on and smile. Now, what are 3 times where you helped someone or made someone else smile or had some kind of positive impact on someone else in the last 24 hours? As you think of these things, if you can't think of 3 examples for each, that's okay. If that's the case, think now about what you can do in the next 24 hours so that tomorrow you can think of these things. What are some things you can do for yourself? that you can be proud of? What are some things you can do for others that you can give you a positive impact? What are some things in your life that you can create or recognize that you appreciate? What are some ways you can appreciate yourself? Understanding that there are always going to be challenges. There are always going to be hiccups in life. But we owe it to ourselves to give ourselves the same credit that we give others. We owe it to ourselves to take care of ourselves. And we owe it to ourselves to appreciate and recognize the things that give us joy in our lives. What can you do for yourself to ensure that you are recognizing yourself and all the contributions you make to your own life and that of others? What are some ways you've been holding back on giving yourself credit? What are some ways that you've been holding back in terms of recognizing yourself for your contributions to others? Keep breathing. Let these things sink in a little bit. What are some areas of your life where you have not been compassionate with yourself, where you've been unforgiving of yourself, overly critical of yourself, adding to the already heavy burden of stress that you have? How does that affect you? What's the impact been on you and others in your life? What's the impact been on your success? However you choose to define that. Remind yourself now of those things that you've done in the last 24 hours. Think back a little further, maybe a week. Think of how much easier it is now to think of 3 things that you've done for others or for yourself, or things that you appreciate, or all of the above. Recognize yourself. Give yourself the credit that you deserve. Your achievements are achievements, and so they're worth recognizing. The more we search for external validation, the more we minimize our own internal validation. Let yourself think about these things. Let your mind focus on whatever it's focusing on, but notice where it's going. Let yourself feel that. Realizing, of course, that you can take control back whenever you want. If it ends up being somewhere you don't want to go, you can pull back. A little bit of discomfort is okay, but if it becomes too much, you can pull back and refocus on whatever it is that you want to refocus on. For example, the 3 things that you're proud of, the 3 things that you did for others, or the 3 things that you appreciate out in the world. Let yourself refocus if you need to. Remember those moments. Take a moment to relive those times and really, really live those moments. Anchor yourself in those feelings, the feelings of gratitude, of compassion. Take a moment to direct those feelings inward towards yourself and say thank you to yourself. It may sound silly, but this time actually say it out loud if you can. This small act, this tiny, tiny act, has a huge impact. Imagine someone else saying thank you to you and how that makes you feel. Now direct that feeling inward as well. And really breathe into that as you allow yourself to return to the room. Slowly wiggling your fingers and your toes and bringing awareness back to your body, your shoulders, your back, your neck, your legs, and your arms. And finally, as you open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed this meditation today. Please join us next time as we explore more meditations. Take care and be well.